activé.
Fue a fuego, yo te quiero dar sin miedo. Fuego a fuego, sin miedo. Sabes que todo lo que yo podría estar bien, una y otra vez desnuda. Y no sé qué te das a mí.
This is crazy. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cassandra and I am a military wife, also a mama to one little 2-year-old. I have a 2-year-old. That's wild. Like, that's it. That's it. Call me an expert. No, I'm just kidding. For today's video, I would love to do an organization of my baby's closet because he did just turn 2. He is officially outgrowing some clothes. We are going into the fall and winter season, so I want to transition some of that clothes out. We are living in North Carolina, so we do get seasons here compared to where I'm from, where we don't. We really don't get the dramatic changes like we do here. So I would like to transition his clothing into what's more appropriate now. Also, he's just been into different toys now, and I'm noticing he's giving up a lot of those like baby-like toys that I've been getting rid of slowly, but I've been like hanging on to a couple because then sometimes he randomly goes back to them. But I think it's time to start decluttering those, getting rid of what he's not really using, or either have some sort of toy rotation. We are also getting into like coloring. We have some music coming in. We have some coloring paper and some coloring books. And it's just not organized right now to an easy access of like, if he's done with one toy, let's put it away and get another toy. It's just kind of hectic, and I've just been dumping extras in there and I don't love it. It's really been stressing me out, this closet. So I'm just like, it has to get done. Like, I went on Amazon and I ordered some organization items, which I'm going to share with you right now. But so if you guys are interested to see this complete transformation, stay tuned and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not yet. Join the family because we've got a lot coming up. Actually, we have so much coming up with my husband's bodybuilding competition, with the holiday season. We have another vacation coming up before the end of the year. Like, there's just so much before the end of the year, and really actually we have a lot coming up for 2026 as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we will be posting every single week, and turn on your notifications so that you're notified every time we drop a video, which should be every single week. Let's get into it. Let me flip you guys around so you guys can see. I'm gonna start with showing you guys what I bought. I do actually already have a couple organization items in that closet. We're gonna rearrange and see what works, what doesn't. I have a couple different spots in the house that I really need to reorganize as well. So I'm not afraid to go and take those things, use them over here, and use some of these things in different areas of the house. So I really am just trying to turn into the organization baddie, you know what I mean? Like, I just want somebody to come into the house and be like, wow, I know exactly where everything is because you have it labeled, you have it organized, you have it minimal and decluttered. Like, that's just my goal right now. But let me show you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I think these 2 boxes are pretty dramatic for what I ordered, but we'll see. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's see. Are you guys too far? Do you guys feel far? To be honest, every time I start recording, somebody calls me. Nobody loves me that much. I'm sorry, you guys. I wanted to do the chit-chatting with you guys, but maybe it's for the better. I started unboxing as I was on the phone with my pops. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to answer all of my mom and my dad's phone calls, even though we talk like every day. I think we talk every other day. Maybe there's a random week where we're like, I think we purposely try to space it out. Like, oh no, I already talked to you 2 days ago, right? I'll wait a couple days. Like, maybe it's just me. But even with like my brother, like I talk to him so much. And my sister-in-law, I miss them. We're actually planning to go over there right before moving to Hawaii, so that's really exciting. I think everybody seems to be excited about that. But let's get into it. Sorry. Organizing. Dale pues. I just created this shelving. I think it's like a little shelving unit. I absolutely love it. I think it's so smooth. It was so easy to build, and it's so smooth to transition things out. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with this. Some ideas is for the baby's blankets, just to like be rolled up in there and have quick access to it. Another idea is for Enrique's shirts. Like I said, there's a couple different organizing areas I want to attack in this apartment soon. So I think that was a great purchase. The next thing I have is these name tags, or I don't know what they're called. These name tags, name plates, label hanger. Okay, clothing dividers. I got these for the baby to start learning, like, okay, this is where my sweaters go, this is where my shirts go, my pants, anything that goes hanging, I want to have it labeled. Not just for him, but for anybody else that's going to help him get dressed. For example, my husband. Then we know, or if my husband's putting away clean clothes, then he knows where it goes. And we just keep a very organized and unified closet. This did come with labels. I might use them. I might not. What I'm thinking is either have the writing level here and a picture for my son to start learning the word and the picture of what it goes. So like, for example, if it's pants, I want pants and a picture of pants here, and then he can start learning where everything goes. I'm just trying to incorporate learning with daily tasks. So I do love this. The next thing I have, which I have not built, I might do this one last, is for his puzzles. Oh my God. Having those puzzles are so annoying. Like, seriously, so annoying. They just drop and then all of them fall. He just starts taking them out of something and all of them fall. You bump it, it all falls. So I'm hoping this helps. I wonder if it's going to be the right size. And then this way we also limit to, this is how many puzzles you can have. That's all you need. Put it away. You know, so we'll see how that works out. Next thing I have is these I'm laughing because when I saw these, I was like, wait, I thought they were literally one size of this. Like, I thought these drawers were so much bigger. As you can tell, they're a decent size, but I definitely considered it maybe at least half is one drawer. No wonder the price was so good. But I have multiples. I'm not gonna return them because I think these are such a good option right now for where we're at with crayons, coloring pencils, tiny toys, like those little cars, things that right now I don't want him to use because I'm scared of it being a choking hazard. So I could just put it away here. And if we do play with it, it's something that I have to grab for him and then I watch him play with it. It came with these two similar sizing. It came with two. Oh, it's a little different. It came with two more. Oh, let me take off the wrap. It came with these two as well. They're a little bit different. This one has the largest drawer. And then these ones are 4 divided. And on the side here, these are 2 different sizes, but there's 2 more drawers. I think that these are such a great option for under the sink, under the bath, in the bathroom, in a vanity, in the kitchen. I definitely love the idea of like maybe tea bags, maybe some creamer and sugar packets, maybe some packet seasonings that maybe we're not using on a daily basis. So I do want to keep these even if I don't use them for the baby's room completely, or eventually when I put all of his arts and crafts in a rolling cart, which is my goal. When we move, I'll transfer these into like under my sink of the bathroom, and then I can put like Q-tips, cotton balls, and like all the smaller little things that I want organized. Oh, let me show you guys. These are so nice. I am very happy with this purchase so far. It has a little leather handle on both sides. It has a see-through window, super easy to build. And it has this little like seal around or top that covers it very nicely. Great. I saw somebody say that their queen comforter fit in one of these. We do have one. Is it a queen or is it a full? I believe it's a queen comforter as well. It's a duvet that I just kind of want to roll up in one of these. And then I have a couple extra here as well. So it came in a 3-pack. I just love the idea of these being on top of the closet where nobody can reach. Well, unless you're like 6 foot. Nobody can reach and nobody uses those things. It's one of those, like, I'm going to grab you when I need you, not on a daily basis. So, and I think it's just so pretty to look at. So I'm happy with that purchase. The last 2 things I got in this order is a printer and label maker. I've never had one of these, either one of these. I mean, back at home in my parents' house, I've had a printer, but I've never owned my own printer. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did for a little bit. But these are mobile, or ¿cómo se dice? Como que cordless printer and label maker. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna be that mom. Like, might not have a Cricut, but I'm gonna have something, especially because I'm thinking about doing more. Oh no, this is not cordless. What is it called? Like, so this one's cordless, which is the label maker, and this is the printer. Anyways, I've noticed that there's times where I want to print something and we don't have a printer. It's sometimes like a necessity for an appointment, so I have to wait for Enrique to print it at work, then bring it. Or sometimes I want to do an activity with the baby and I want it printed and laminated. So now I have both and we can create activities out of that, especially because now he's going to be, possibly he'll be into lessons. I didn't want to get anything complicated because I don't really know how to use any of these stuff. So I just got something very simple, something where you just send and print type of thing. So hopefully it's user friendly for me. Even for like his birthday, I wanted to like laminate some tags and have them printed, and I didn't get to it. So I feel like this is gonna help me get a little bit more crafty with the birthday parties or anything we're celebrating. Just a quick little detail that I think would make a difference. Also, when he did start gymnastics, you guys. My baby started gymnastics. I'm sorry, this vlog is just like turning into organization and updates as well. But he did start gymnastics, so maybe I could start like labeling some of his like backpacks, some of his, you know, shoes. I don't know, things that he starts carrying around to classrooms, activities, sports, you know, lessons, different lessons. I could start labeling. And like I said, I want to teach him through daily activities and daily tasks. So I wanted to start laminating where his like underwear and socks go with a picture of underwear and socks. And that way when I tell him, because he already knows, when I tell him go get some socks, he already goes and grabs them. But I want to make a bin filled of all his socks together, and then he has like either the name and the picture, or at least just the picture, so you can start, you know, doing a little bit more independent and learning with his daily things.
I don't know where we are, baby. We've been holding on for so long. Are you counting our days now, baby? Is the vibe still there, still strong? I don't know what to say, baby. It don't feel like you wanna talk. Or is it just me being crazy? I'm lost. Yeah, I can't help but lose it. Worry about our future. You know sometimes.
All right, you guys. So here is a couple days before I started recording, but I was just so sick and tired of this flimsy ass drawer that we've had forever. And I've always wanted to get rid of it, but there has always been a reason to keep it. And now that I've, used it for the baby's clothes that he was just too small for, these were currently like sizes 2T and up, I've been kind of saving. And now that he is 2 years old and has slowly gone into size 2T, I'm now able to bring these out. And some of these items were also like winter clothes, winter pajamas. So now I have the opportunity to go through this, and thankfully I will be able to get rid of this flimsy drawer that I've always had a reason to just keep around, and I've made use of it every single time, but it's gotta go. It's time for an upgrade. So for now, we're just gonna go through the shirts, the pants, the sizing, and just put it where it belongs.
I was just a kid when I met you, honey. Working on my daydreams. Down bed wishing you'd come and save me. If only I'd have a time machine back then.
In these drawers, I kept about everything that I thrifted and second hand. There's maybe one or two items in there with tags that, was probably gifted on his birthday. But I'm so happy I went through these drawers because I was this close to purchasing new Halloween pajamas and looking forward to purchasing like Christmas pajamas. But in these drawers, I found 2 Halloween pajamas and I would say about 4 to 5 Christmas pajamas. So this really helped me out to not go and purchase completely brand new. Okay, so either we ignore all this and get straight into organizing, or we pick it all up. Oh my God. I am sweating. So, I didn't even take everything out of the closet, just on the shelves. That's my priority today. It's like, get these shelves organized because they have been driving me crazy just looking at them, but actually trying to be here on a day-to-day basis. So, I took out everything from the 3 shelves in here. Why am I out of breath? And now I'm overwhelmed looking at this here, so I'm not happy with the progress. I'm already overwhelmed. I'm already like, what's the easiest task? But no, I was about to try to do the easiest task just to get a little win, but I need to prioritize these shelves because every single day I'm a stay-at-home mama. So this is where I work. This is where my mind is all day, all night. So these shelves needs to be organized. It's just for my mental health. This was such a beautiful purchase, but unfortunately it did not fit my queen duvet. Maybe I could have taken off the insert or the cover, whichever one, but I just ended up utilizing it for something else. I'm pretty disappointed, but that's okay. It's still a beautiful box. It's still a beautiful storage for other items. As you guys will see what I end up using it for, but I was just a little bit disappointed and I thought you guys should know that it will not fit a queen size duvet or I'm guessing even a comforter. So just to consider if you guys do check out those links down below. I'm going to have everything that I've ordered down in the description below in case you guys are interested. I'll have it actually categorized on my storefront under the baby's closet organization. That way it's just easier access and you guys have exactly what I've used in this entire video there.
I don't know where we are, baby. We've been holding on for so long. Are you counting our days now, baby? Is the vibe still there, still strong? I don't know what to say, baby. It don't feel like you wanna talk. Or is it just me being crazy? I'm lost. Yeah, I can't help but lose it. Worry about our future. You know sometimes people change. That's how it goes. Love can be confusing. Wonder how we're doing. What if we go up in flames? What if we don't? What if we don't? But I know you care when I see you stare with the same look in your eyes that you used to have when we met way back and fell in love for the first time. It's so stupid of me, foolish of me to begin to doubt you, baby. 'Cause I know you care, know you care. We've been together forever.
I am so happy that I ended up keeping this Winnie the Pooh box. It was actually like a gift and it came with like an outfit inside of it. Now I'm gonna use it for the baby's memory box. For example, like his wristband from the hospital, his little beanie from when I gave birth, like oh my god, and just like the little diaper, his ultrasounds. It's very small, but I don't have a lot of things for us to keep forever. I think that eventually I will have a bigger box for his entire memories since he was a child. But for now, I thought this was such a good idea, especially because it was just like a gifted box. So I felt like really smart about utilizing it for multi-purpose. I could not recommend this white cube shelving. I have used it since he was a baby. I used it in his nursery and I can only imagine how many more years I can utilize this thing for him. So right now he does have his shoes in there. He has his underwear and his socks. It's at great eye level so that I ask him to go and grab himself some socks or an underwear or pair of shoes that he wants to wear. It gives him the opportunity to learn and just kind of feel independent that he's doing it himself, especially when I give him the option like, you choose the shoes you want to wear today. I understand sometimes it doesn't go with his outfit, but I allow it and I just let him have an opportunity to learn and be independent. What I ended up doing now is just going through this clothing rack, this hanging rod with all the clothes that he is currently in. So this was the only hanging rod that I would utilize on a daily basis, and I knew that this clothes actually fit him. Now I've gotten rid of almost half of these items because they just do not fit him anymore. And to be honest, I kept a couple items that I was just a little hesitant on that might be on the last 2 weeks, maybe if that. And on this top rod, what I had was clothes that was 2T and up. So I ended up just starting to separate it and keep everything that he is in current size on both of these rods, but I ended up separating specific items. For example, the bottom rod is all of his tops, all of his short sleeves, long sleeves, button ups, and then that top shelf is going to keep all of his raincoats, jackets, sweaters, hoodies, cardigans, so that I know I can layer, and that way I'm able to see what he is missing, especially going into this colder season. I can see if he needs more jackets, more sweaters, more long sleeves. I do feel like we have too many short sleeves, so we'll see how we take care of that this winter. But that's exactly what I did there, and then I moved into his dresser. This part right here was very interesting for me because this is his shorts. I did not know what to do because a lot of these still fit him, and they would still fit him for the next coming months, but he's not going to need shorts anymore. And I didn't want to get rid of them because what if we go on a vacation where he can use shorts? I'm really conflicted on what to do with this drawer, but I did narrow it down to at least the best shorts, the ones that are worn down, I got rid of. The ones I could donate or were in smaller sizes, I decided to donate. Alright, you guys, so it has been a few days, maybe a week, since I did the whole like entire declutter, take everything out, reorganize the closet. So it's been a few days that's like lived in closet, and I've been able to see what works and what doesn't. I also need to finish a couple sections, so I'm gonna do that with you guys really quickly and then give you guys a final full closet tour. Guys, so I do need to finish up this drawer right here, which is all of his swimwear. I did not get to go through all of the swimwear that he currently has, which is honestly okay because a lot of this was like 24 months and 2Ts, which they fit him a little large. I don't know if like swimwear is like known to run pretty big, but this is all pretty big still on him. So I'm gonna put away a lot of this for our move to Hawaii. My assumption, which might be wrong of me, but my assumption is that we're gonna be able to use all of our swimwear in Hawaii. I also decided this was not the only one that the baby had. He had a couple, and I decided to keep these. These are not something that he would wear again, but because they are pretty new and they weren't really like stained or like any accidents in it, I'm gonna keep this in hopes that like maybe for another baby. These are pretty pricey. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was like $24, and obviously everything's just gonna go up by next year. So I was like, I'm gonna probably keep at least this one that has like no stains. It looks like it wasn't even used, and save it for the next baby, including with these diapers. Like I don't know how, I really cannot tell you the price of these, but I was like, I'm just gonna keep these just in case. Also, Lorenzo could still use these, but probably for the next baby, section. The other thing is that we do have a cruise coming up. So it's going into December, the cruise. We're thinking it's gonna be cold. Like, I'm not expecting it to be a hot cruise. So I don't know what to do, but I think I'm going to pack maybe these two items. It is a Disney cruise, so I feel like he's used this well enough and it fits him very well. And I'm going to take this one because it's just a little bit bigger, but there's also a long sleeve and long pants. And then he could take his water shoes in case it's like okay for him to get in, but I'm a little worried that a little bit of wind can get him, a little too cold. So I'm going to keep these here available for the cruise that we're going on, but everything else that's going to be for Hawaii, I'm just gonna store it. I'm gonna put it away, store it, not look at it, not think about it until we get over there, because I don't see ourselves going to any sort of water event other than this cruise in the next 2.5 months. So I showed you guys I purchased this and Rick ended up building it for me. It is actually very easy, very simple. You guys just know me, I'm not Bob the Builder in any sort of way. So I let him build it, and then I'm so happy with it. Like, it really does hold a lot of puzzles. Right now we have in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puzzles, and there's a couple in the living room. I'm actually going to keep this in his closet and just maintain some sort of organization from having so many puzzles. He's still in the stage where, and when his cousins and friends come over, they're still in the stage where they pull it out, dump it all, and they think they have to do that for all 6 puzzles or all of the puzzles. And I'm over it. I'm over it. You guys get 2 puzzles at a time and that's it. So I rotate them in between, but look at how nice this organizer is. This will be linked down below. It is from Amazon, but I like how smooth it is to take them out. I like how easy it is to place another. We did end up removing one of these pegs so that it could fit this one, for example, because these pieces stick out way more. This is one of those like mega, I'm sorry, these are one of the Melissa and Doug puzzles. So just to give an idea, these are all from Amazon if you guys want me to link those as well. I am still happy with the fact that if I just take out a peg, I'm able to fit this one as well. So I'm sure if I skip a couple pegs, these could fit. I'm really happy with this purchase, and it kind of gives me the limit of like, I have 2 more puzzles in the living room. If I wanted to, I rotate them here, take these out, put the other ones over there so you can get a new puzzle every week or so. And it limits me. This is more than enough puzzles for him to have. I do not need to have more than this. I do have this other one that obviously I want to keep because it was a gift and it has his name on it. And that's great. I love it. It's totally fine. I'm not going to get rid of that one. But anything more than this is like way too many. It should go to another home for another baby. So I'm really happy with how this is going to actually limit our puzzles as well. Let me give you guys a quick overview. I ended up putting a bin of toys here so that he can rotate through. So like he has a box out here that has toys, and then at the end of the week I end up rotating them and he doesn't even know that this exists. I also have a couple of toys here that need the pieces that go together and you cannot lose them. So whenever he's interested in doing one of these toys, I bring one down, we put it away and put it back. I know, sorry, I guess I am that type of mom, but it's just like, it's just a work in progress. And then these are some of his hats. This is the puzzles. Like I said, I just rotate a couple every single week. And then right over there is that bin that I absolutely love. I have 2 more that I still have to find a spot for, but I was able to use it for all his extra blankets. Now that we are going into fall and winter, I'm sure a lot of those blankets will be coming out more often. And then we just have his little Winnie the Pooh section. I think that is so cute. This is a painting that we got signed. Actually, this painting was a gift, but they got it signed for us for Lorenzo. So that's so cute. A gift from grandma. And then that box has like his memorabilia, you know, when the day he was born stuff, and then his suitcase. So I absolutely love how useful we're making of the shelves above the closet. I've been going through his shirts. These are all his tops, some overalls and some pants, but these are most of his, you know, short sleeves and going into his long sleeves, his collar long sleeves, more formal clothing. Whatever he's outgrowing, I'm going through it every single wash. And then up here, we have like his thicker jackets, raincoats, hoodies, cardigans, sweaters, stuff like that. So I've just been kind of keeping it there so I could see if for this winter we are going to need more. But this is all 2T. There might be a few stragglers of like 18 to 24 months that do still fit him, but I am pretty much getting rid of a lot of that. And I do not want to get rid of his short sleeves just yet, because sometimes if we're just here at the house or if we go to the library, I cover him up in a sweater, but then it gets a little warm so he can still be in a t-shirt. So I'm not going to get rid of those just yet. And then right underneath the sweaters and jackets, we have some of the organization that I definitely am so happy I attacked. Starting from this side, I know you might not see, I know it might not be the most like pleasant thing to look at, but what I ended up using was these things that were meant for the puzzles that did not work out, for all of like his papers, his arts and craft, all of like his coloring books, something that I ended up buying at like Dollar Tree for number counting. This might be a little bit ahead of his age group, but I got it just in case we want to get started. And then some more coloring pages that he's just been like gifted at random spots, for example, like Publix. And then in here we have this little drawer that I'm keeping more of like his arts and crafts stuff and paint, stickers. This very, very small one, I ended up putting like his pins from Disney that he's received. I ended up putting these hangers that I use so that when there's a set, I can add the pants or the shorts to the hanger. This is supposed to be for his Crocs. What is this? An accessory Croc? And then this goes to another toy. This is his coloring pencils. We have crayons in here. He is collecting quite a few crayons. And that way, whenever we do any of these activities, I just grab it for him, especially for like Legos. Like these pieces are just way too small and they get lost. I'm a little scared that it's going to be like a choking hazard. So I've been putting a couple of these smaller toys in here. And whenever we get to that activity, we do it together. I also have like his travel sound machine, which I'm gonna take on the cruise. These lights I like to put during the holidays because it's just like a little star light. It's so cute. And then right up here we have a little divider that has like his little flashcards. What is this toy? Has more flashcards, and then this little like I'm so sorry, I'm losing all my words today. Either I'm losing all my words today, or I don't know what any of this is called. I love this. This is so useful. And then you just erase it. Way all of these flashcard stuff also stay together. These drawers are empty, but I figured I can have them available for whenever I want to put something away. I already have those available. Some cones for sports. This is all his sports items that he doesn't need handy at all. Like he really does not. And then down here is some cards that he was given when either his baby shower or when he was born. His beach bag, his beach fan, and then right over here is actually going to go to storage. So I kept this here so that whenever there's something I need to store or attend to, but I can't at that moment, I just put it right here. So it's like his piggy bank, his piñata when he was a 1 month old, and this clothes that I'm going to store away for him. And then this was a gift, but he can't use it until we get to Hawaii. So that's why it's all going to be stored. I have a little clip right here for his backpack, and then some more gifts that he received when he was a baby that I'm just never going to get rid of. And obviously we have his mirror so he can get ready. We already have his Halloween costume. I like to have a laundry basket small enough for him to go and throw his clothes in there, as he knows already. Right over here, I'm actually starting his collection for this cruise, like his clothes that he's going to take. Let me show you guys a few things. Like, are you joking? This is so stinky cute. It is a Christmas cruise, so I'm super excited to get all the Christmas theme shirts and outfits for him ready. But this gives me a chance to just see what I'm missing. So whenever I go to the store and I see something on clearance or I'm on Facebook Market, then I know what I'm looking for and what he needs. Right over here in this divider that I've told you guys, I definitely recommend to have one, especially because it's just grown with him since he's been a baby. But right now we have up on top his lotions, because this is where obviously I change him after his bath and I put lotion and pajamas. And then we have his shoes. I did get rid of a lot of shoes that just were not fitting him anymore. And now these are all his current size. There's maybe this one that is just a little bigger, but I kept it handy just in case he has that random growth spurt. This box right here is obviously for diapers, but what I do is whenever I want to put it for donations, or if I'm going to give it to a friend, for example, my neighbor that's having a baby, my sister-in-law that's having a baby, I just put it in here. And when I collect it or fill this up enough, then I'm able to go through it and gift it to whoever needs it or whoever would like it. And that way it's just so easy and I don't keep putting it back in the baby's clothes. So I have a location to just drop it all into at once. And then this little bin is his water shoes. Then we got his underwear. Then we've got his socks. So it's short enough. I did want those bins that cover everything, but I realized that the baby's still a visual learner. So right now he's able to see that this is where his underwears go and his socks. So whenever I tell him to go and bring me calcetines, he knows where to grab them. And then down here is his overnight diapers or pull-ups and his wipes. Obviously we're running low, but that's okay. I could get some more, but he's pretty much potty trained at this point. These two are pretty much empty. This is for his hatch machine and the camera monitor box. So when we move, I want to put it in there so it goes over there safely to Hawaii. But pretty much whenever I have the extra diapers or wipes, I put them inside of these two drawers. Again, I don't feel the need to fill up every single drawer with everything if it's not necessary. So I definitely recommend that for you. Do not feel obligated to fill every single drawer with things. And the baby's constantly growing. So I feel like I'm constantly having to adapt and adjust with his learning pattern, with his growing pattern, with his habits. So last thing, I absolutely love this dresser. I definitely recommend it. It is from IKEA. I have on this side, it's still kind of messy, but this is all like his winter wear that's like we're starting to pull out for like thicker pants and beanies and scarves. This is where his swimwear was, but this is now his thicker pajamas for like completely covered up, especially for those colder nights. And then those two swimwear items that I'm going to keep for the cruise handy. The next drawer is his pants. So these are all his jeans and his sweatpants and bottoms. And then right over here is pajamas. So I like to have this one on this drawer because when we come in here after his bath, he's able to pick out the pajama that he wants at his height level. And yeah, it just keeps it kind of fun. And I put in all of it, like his holiday season pajamas, so that we can start going through those now or for the next 2 months. Drawer is what's really confusing me. All of these shorts, or at least 99% of these shorts, actually still fit him. But we're no longer in the summer season, so I do not want to get rid of them. And we are getting some random like warm days still in the 70s, but I don't think it's going to be enough for shorts. I think these within the next like 2 weeks or so, I'm going to have to store them for Hawaii. So I'm going to nitpick and make sure that like anything that's damaged or something that I just know I just won't put on him, I'm going to put it in the donation box so you can go to a home where they're going to use it. But this is more than enough shorts. Most of these items are 2T. There's a random maybe 3 shorts that are 18 to 24 months. Like I said, some of these clothing brands run a little large, so I don't think I'm going to get rid of all of it, but maybe I can bring it down to 75% of this will go to Hawaii. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the very end. Like, that was such a tough project for me, just because it's not something I could have got done in one day as much as I wanted to. And I'm still mothering. I'm still working full time around my baby and trying to get everything done. And I just felt like I wanted to get it done so that I could be happy and satisfied, but it was just like, but how do I do this? But how should I? So it was really a work in progress. And especially with being a first-time mom, I'm just constantly like, well, what works better now? Now he's 2 years old. Like, now I have to get rid of clothes. Now I have to put stuff lower for him to start using, because now he's like a toddler and he's learning through his daily habits. And that's what I want to encourage, So if you guys made it through this part of the video all the way to the very end, please comment down below with a crown, because I feel so accomplished, like, or a trophy. Like, please send me a trophy and that will make me feel so accomplished. I just know that this is going to make me so much happier on a daily basis. Like, he is my full-time job and I have to be in that closet in his room with his things all day, all night. So if it's going to make it just a little bit easier for me to raise my 2-year-old, then I would definitely take it. Like, I'm definitely taking all the help, all the easy hacks, because it's just not easy. I'm just coming from me, it's just not that easy, okay? I do want to put a small disclaimer. So I do understand that the baby and I are leaving this apartment in about 2.5 months. And in between those 2.5 months, there's a couple weeks that we're not going to be here. So, did I have to completely do this? I say absolutely. If it's my everyday thing, I have to make it better for me and more efficient and functional for us as a family. At the end of the day, it really gave me the opportunity to learn the process that once we move, I feel like once we move into our house, I'm going to be able to think about this video in this moment and what I really loved and what could do better by the time we get over there. And he's already going to be like 2.5 by the time we get over there. So what's going to change? I feel like these babies are constantly changing. They're constantly having growth spurts. So I'm really excited to do that, but I'm so happy I'm done with this. And thank you guys so much for being here. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below one trophy. I would appreciate it. Uno, por favor. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.